Did you fall asleep in the car, Alex? She says no. I almost lately I get so car sick, and I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's because how Dennis drives. Or I get car sick, so I have to like close my eyes and like lean back like gomito, especially coming in with the baches and the bumps.
Garbage driver, actually.
How am I passing? Like, I leave after.
Come on.
The worst part is when he goes the speed limit, like in the little callecitas. Like,
Where are you going?
Speed limit always.
I want him to go faster.
Bed. Oh, thank yous.
Did I ever show you my nails?
No, because you don't show me anything. Oh, qué lindo.
They're very cute. I saw them.
That is pretty. It's very cosmic.
I cut them. I think I'm gonna keep them short for a while. They keep breaking, and I put like a little. I had her put a little bit of acrylic on top because
Check.
the thing is that for me, she does the luminary one appointment, and then the next one she just does a regular gel manicure to not build so much of the luminary. But Cindy was telling me, she's like, I have to ask her to do luminary every time because if not, my nails would be breaking. She's like, ever since
But what a
That
codependency.
your actual nails are weak.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That it's a luminary that's using them for weak.
I don't know that it's the luminary because luminary is meant to. The thing is that luminary is not something that's meant to like completely soak off from your nails. Mm-hmm. So when you're not constantly drilling so much or using acetone on your nails, it strengthens your nail.
Get your mocos out of the way, guy.
I know they're here to stay forever. Get over it.
Okay. Are we ready?
Ready.
All right, ready? Welcome back to the We Should Know This podcast. I'm your host, Ed.
And I'm your host, Anna.
How you doing today? Yeah.
How you doing? I'm really tired.
How you doing?
It's been a very hectic weekend.
It really has. It's been one of those.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
Infinitely recyclable. Go get yourself your recyclable aluminum cups.
Instead of getting regular cups for her house, she has to get aluminum cups that are reusable.
Listen, I eventually want to move. I'm not trying to buy new cups right now.
You did. But all right.
I'm saying like cute fancy
What are we
cups.
drinking today?
We're drinking Crystal Light peach iced tea. Because we need a little bit of
We
caffeine,
need a little bit of caffeine and we need it to taste good.
but not all the sugar that comes with.
delicious.
Although we're literally going to get some tea now with the boba when it gets here.
Right. Can't wait for that. Anyway, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Tired.
Tired?
Pero aquí estamos.
Aquí estamos.
En la lucha.
En la luchita.
En la luchita, pero
Seguimos andando.
bendecida.
Amén.
Amén.
Sí, que manda la vasalla.
Amén. Anyway, so today we have a lesson. I know it's been a minute. I've been needed. Anyway, we have a lesson today.
We have a lesson. We have things to learn. Which, in the moment, like if I think of something, like I don't know why, it's habit. I go on my phone and I go to Google and I look it up.
You just teach yourself, mama. We're self-reliant. That's what's up.
So I'm like thinking of like topics of things that I want to learn, and I'm just like stuck.
Right.
But
It made me think of some tea that I heard today. No. Super psychotic tea. I was sitting next to your mother on at church or whatever today, and before the event that we were at started, we were chit-chatting it up, and then Pancho comes over here and comes over to us, and he's talking to your mom about the school bathrooms and how they have to be rebuilt or whatever, but he found like a contractor that's definitely going to do that for them or whatever, and somehow the conversation turned into a bus from Honduras that he's like, oh, I spoke to my brother and we can transport it, whatever. Our church is a church of missions.
Yes.
And so we have churches everywhere and things that we
support churches everywhere.
That we send, and like we sent a bus to Guatemala, and like the bus is now in Honduras. I don't know. The point is that one of the lady pastors that we have over there, she was just like, no, Because Pancho's like, oh, I spoke to my brother. He's going to be able to transport it. And I was like, hey, he says
Yeah.
that for $800, we can do this or whatever. And she's like, nope. Pastora Sandra figured it out. She has a guy that he's going to do it for your, like, super less. And, like, all we got to pay is for gas and, like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, okay, wonderful. And I'm just sitting here like, oh, yeah, cool. And then she was just like, because then he asked about one of the other pastors. And she was just like, no, because the pastor wants to go in October or something like that. But he wants to go to talk to this certain pastor. And Pancho's like, oh, okay. She's like, yeah, because they want to open an institute branch over there. But the pastor doesn't let the women learn.
Excuse me, what?
Yep. Wait, I got a new one.
Boo.
He doesn't.
Excuse me?
She's like, no. I looked up from my phone because I was obviously playing my little game while they were chit-chatting. And I look up and I'm like, excuse me. She's like, yeah, pastor straight up said, no, the women do not need to learn.
Oh, he's one of those, like, that football player who's like, the women are only meant for the home.
See,
Mm-hmm.
and that one of the ladies from the church is like, no, everything that I've learned from my husband at home. I don't need to go to the institute. What? And that my father was very upset. He was just like, what in God's name are you talking about?
Yeah.
So he's like very upset with the guy. And
it could be a culture thing, not necessarily. Like,
he's very, very old and like de ese tiempo. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So speaking of lessons, y'all gonna learn today, women or men or non-binary or gender liquids. Everybody's gonna learn today.
Learn today.
Anyway, that was my little hot tea for today. You don't know the guy, I don't know the guy, but pray for the guy. So yeah, that's the tea on that. And so, what are we doing today? What do you want to do?
Well, us women
are
going to learn something today,
and so are all of you women who are gonna learn today.
Okay. So do you want to teach or
I'm
learn
gonna
first?
teach first. Becomes. My lesson is short, and I want you to take your time on yours because I'm really excited to learn about what you're gonna teach me.
Okay.
All right, ready? I don't know if that was your poor attempt to clap, but
I feel like I was gonna hit the thing, so I was just like, oh wait, no.
So I've decided that I'm gonna teach you because I think my lesson is gonna be pretty short, and so
Okay, let's tell the people what I've decided to learn about today.
all right.
Today,
what did you decide that you want to learn?
so
today?
on the TikToks, I've heard of the term Nepo baby. I think I'm saying it right.
Correct.
And I have no idea what people are talking about or what people are referring to. So I've asked the Soph to teach me what Nepo baby is.
Right. This is gonna be a quick lesson. Once I tell you what it is, you're gonna be like, oh, I get it.
Okay.
And absolutely. Right. So Nepo baby. Right.
Okay.
The word Nepo baby or Nepo it derives from the word nepotism.
Okay.
It is an Italian word that we then adopted from the French. So it comes from France. No, it comes from Italy first, and then derives down to France. And then in the mid-century, we adopted it to Nepo. We just shortened it to nepotism.
Got it.
Nepo actually means, in Italian, it's the word for nephew or nepote.
Oh, okay.
So Matthew is my nepote. You're welcome. He's
Rhymes
my
with
little
zapote.
nepo.
It rhymes with zapote.
My little zapote. Perfect. He's my little zapote. So the origin of this term, the term Nepo baby became popular after being used in a Twitter post referring to actress Maud Apatow, the daughter of Judd Apatow and Leslie Mann. Right. So it's a nepotism baby.
What is her name? The girl who's
Maud.
M-A-U-D-E.
Maud, man.
M-A-U-D-E.
M-A-U.
Why did I think her name was just Maddie?
Maybe because that's what they call her.
Oh. She's the girl from
Maud.
Euphoria.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
She's from Euphoria.
Wow, okay, pena. Anyway. It was first popularized, the nepotism baby was first popularized in the early 2010s. After decades of being used, the word was shortened to Nepo baby in 2020. So a Nepo baby technically is a person who has a celebrity parent.
Okay.
That's literally it. And it's a person who's also whose parents are famous, especially those with industry connections, and are perceived as essential to their success. So basically, they got to where they are because of their parents, or because of their
parents' success,
or because of their tios and tias, or like family members. So
family members.
So a Nepo baby could be somebody who's became famous because, let's say, their aunt is Catherine Zeta-Jones. You get me? Like, or Jamie Lee Curtis.
Right.
So those are Nepo babies. They've become successful because of their family, or because of their yeah.
Okay.
So so basically someone who's gotten to where they are because of the help of their famous parent or relative. Examples of Nepo baby are Paris Hilton, hence her last name.
Well, yeah.
Right. Miley Cyrus,
Yes.
that achy breaky heart.
Mm-hmm.
Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Your favorite, the Kardashians?
The Kardashians.
The Kardashians, because they became famous because of their papa.
And
then the Jenners became famous because
they became famous because of their papas, and the other one with a sex tape on the internet.
Right. Well, Kim paved her own way.
And it became a whole internet scandal.
So somebody like North. North is only famous
definitely
because of her parents.
Got it.
Her ill father, Kanye, and her mother, Kim. Yeah. So there are tons of articles that say that Hollywood is basically made up of Nepo babies. Right. Also known as nepotism babies, whatever. Also, a lot of the sources say that this is conflict. This is very conflicting, especially in the industry, because people say that Nepo babies are the physical proof that meritocracy is a lie, aka you didn't work very hard to get to where you are because your mommy helped you with the interview, like Northwest and that performance at the 30th anniversary of freaking Lion King, who ruined it. Was it the 30th? Alex, can you fact check me? Is it the 30th or the 25th anniversary?
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it's the 25th. I think it's the 30th as well. Ruined it.
Yeah.
They were children way more deserving. But
Absolutely,
as a Nepo baby, she walked in the last one in the interviews.
When mommy and daddy have that money.
Mommy walked in and was just like, my kid wants to audition. And here we are. 30th anniversary. Thank you for confirming. So they say that meritocracy is a lie because Hollywood is basically made up. If you don't know somebody, or you're not family members with somebody, you're literally not getting anywhere.
You're no one.
AKA you work hard to get places rather than just being born into it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So why does nepotism exist? That's a good question, Anna. Thank you for asking. While there's no single cause of nepotism in the workplace, quote unquote, it often arises from a combination of factors such as tribalism, poor management, cost cutting. So, like, if my niece could do it for a lot cheaper, why wouldn't I?
Right.
And risk aversion, aka I can manage you a little harder rather than having to get somebody who I can't manage pretty hard. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So by understanding these causes of nepotism, organizations will take steps to prevent them from occurring. So there are certain people who are certain industries, or let's say film or music or whatever, who won't use nepotism, who would be like, who do you know?
Right.
Like, no. Since that's your cousin, you can't come and film. You got me? Like,
got it.
So almost like an HR situation. Yeah. You know, like you can't date your coworker situation, or like your mom can't be your boss.
Yeah. There's I think that's considered nepotism at my job. That there's two sisters that work there. But like one helped the other one get the job.
Sure.
Is that considered nepotism?
I guess if she's trying to get ahead, if she's like if she came in ahead of everybody else, like did she help her get that job, in the sense of like
she helped her get the job, and then she was originally temp.
Right.
She became permanent, and she's technically in a higher position now than her sister.
Okay, so then I wouldn't consider that.
They both originally came in as temps. one for one department and the other one for another.
Okay,
thing.
so I wouldn't call that nepotism because it wasn't like somebody who's the manager and like people have applied for this temp job and now my sister is going to apply and that I gave her to my sister because that's my sister.
Right.
Like if I were to apply for your job and you'd be like, nobody else can be hired except her. That would be
Right.
nepotism because
Okay.
technically. So then it made me think this whole topic. I was just like, OMG, are me and Anna Nepo babies? Because we're PKs. You said that very fast and very loud, Alex. I don't need. You don't have a mic today. You don't have a mic today. Okay, that's very rude and very aggressive.
Alex.
Dang,
Throwing
dog.
us under there. Sure, we're Nepo babies of GOJ.
Yeah, like literally. I remember. So it brought up a bunch of those memories where we used to use our position to get what we wanted.
You mostly.
Okay, not anymore.
We definitely
100%.
don't
100%.
use that anymore.
No. But before we definitely did like the
Sophie
snack
used
shop.
to love.
Absolutely.
Oh no, wait. No, that we did for sure.
Oh,
Always till the last day of school.
Absolutely. Ahorita, listen, the whole line outside the snack shop was kilometrica. And we would just open the door and be like, Ahorita, I'm just going to get a Starburst. Excuse me, I'm going to grab that Starburst.
Yeah, we're the
and then we
worst.
walk out.
We're
and
the
like
worst.
everybody in line is just like, bro.
We're really
Bro.
bad. We're the worst.
And sometimes she would have it ready for us because she loves us so much. And I love Aurorita. Shout out to her. But she would have our pancito. Mira, ahí tienen los dos. Váyanse para allá. Okay. Sometimes she would just have it ready. So, yes,
Yeah.
I would say I think we are Nepo babies. Or
Yeah.
we used, well,
Were.
I think we still are, but we don't use it. We don't use it to our advantage. Before we did.
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do that, like.
Sophie used to definitely.
Okay,
was
but like you say that a lot.
my
but
dad runs this place,
That's right.
and
You
we're
used to
allowed
say
to
it
do
too.
whatever we want.
Listen, shut up. You used to say it too.
Or you tried getting Cindy fired
100%,
from GOG school
100%.
because your mom's a principal.
Absolutely. And you would take naps in your mom's office when you
Oh,
were a
absolutely.
teacher would take a nap in the principal's office because she was
Absolutely.
the daughter of the
Do
principal.
you know the students I had?
I don't give a half flash.
They're all watching. Some of them are watching. Benji,
Y'all were
David,
the worst, and y'all made her want.
Elias.
Y'all brought up her cortisol
Josue.
level so hard that she needed to knock out.
Y'all were kidding me.
Okay.
Sacaban el jugo.
Bueno, allá tú. So I might have said it out loud, but you definitely played into it too.
Oh no,
So
I admit that I did. Now, no, I honestly don't.
No,
really care.
none of us. Now we really just please do not associate us. But no, sometimes we do. We're pretty okay. Like we get special seating at events because PKs. That's weird.
Yeah, but like
we used to get our own
But
conferences.
it's like awkward. Can I sit in the back, please? Like I don't.
Right. We used to get our own conferences. Remember at camp?
Oh
Like,
my god, yeah.
we would have the youth of middle school, the girls and the boys of middle school, and then the high schoolers, girls and boys, and then PKs.
Yeah.
We're like, oh
PKs.
come on, guys.
But listen, when we're talking about, our I guess religion, whatever, Christianity, PKs go through it.
We also have a reputation, though.
Yeah.
Let's be so real. Like, we can go through it, but we also somos tremendo.
No,
Let's be real.
we have reputations, but I think also PKs are the ones that experience the most trauma in church.
Correct. And
Because you see everything.
the backstage,
You see
the front
everything, you
stage.
hear everything, and most of the time you don't even want to.
You're right. It's just
You don't
by
want to.
mistake.
It's just, yeah.
Like, I didn't need to know about that pastor being a sexist.
Yeah.
I didn't want to know that.
Yeah.
I just so happened to be sitting there,
Yeah.
and they're so comfortable talking around me that I was just like, what?
Well, it's your
What
mom.
does he do?
It's your mom and my father-in-law.
And Panches,
This is
yeah.
just-
But still, like, in the sense of like anybody else, let's say Alex was sitting there, they would have never said that. Or let's say Christina was sitting there. Nope. Well, maybe Alex. But let's say Christina or Jocelyn, they would have never spoken like that, or something.
Right.
So I think we are Nepo babies. But that is technically what Nepo baby is. That is
Hey,
the
thank you so much for teaching me.
it's
so
very, like I said, it was very short. I do apologize. But
you don't need to apologize. You said it from the
is
beginning
what
because
it is.
it's a very simple topic. It's
Right.
also relatively new.
right. Technically it's
like-
new popular, yeah. So like I said, it starts Italian. It means nephew. Nipote.
Sapote.
Sapote. Then it goes French, and then in the mid 17th century, it turns into nepotism.
Cute.
So that's a Nepo baby.
That's a Nepo baby, and we are Nepo babies.
I hate to be labeled, but I guess.
Yeah, Mama, we're labeled a lot of things. Nepo
That's-
babies is just one of them.
That's the least offensive.
That's the least offensive. Okay.
Okay, so
Thank
now
you
it's
so much,
right.
Soph.
You're so welcome. You're super duper welcome. So now it's
Tell
your
the
turn
people.
to lesson me,
Tell the people what you want to learn about today.
guys. As some of you may know, if we haven't made it obvious enough, I'm a big fan of Disney, right? And I'm a big fan of their nighttime shows, nighttime spectaculars. And oftentimes those, most of the time, they have to do with fireworks. I love fireworks. But I haven't ever...
When you
learned-
used to love America, you used to love
Right.
fireworks, so.
America doesn't love me. Let's be very real. So it's a reciprocation, actually. But in Disney, they have incredible fireworks display, and it's every night, and it's emotional, and it's just impactful, and it's just a boom. It's my favorite. That's my imitation of a firework.
Love it.
But I want to know how fireworks are made and or what is the origin or how they came about. Teach me about fireworks. 'Cause baby, you're a fire. All right, enough. That's going to be happening a lot.
We're back to season 1 where she had a song for everything.
Mama, this is season 1, season 2, and season 3.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do my best to teach stuff about fireworks and
God bless.
What I
I can't wait.
What I have learned on the Googles.
If you teach me how you taught me football, mind blown.
Okay.
Mind blown.
Okay, I'm gonna try because fireworks. There's a lot of information.
I love it.
Okay, so let's start from the very beginning. So fireworks originated in ancient China.
Wow.
Of course, like everything else is made in China.
Fa Mulan. That's right. It's from the Mulans.
Okay, so fireworks originated in ancient China
Ancient China.
during the Song Dynasty.
Got it.
This is between the year. This is how old this is. 960, not 1960.
Alabacia,
960 and 1279.
Wow.
So like very, very, very far away.
bitty bitty far away.
So historians believe that the first fireworks were natural fireworks and they were made from bamboo.
Okay.
We know that China, there's a lot of bamboo there. It's
Right,
like
right.
their plant, their tree.
I guess.
Chinese travelers would carry bamboo on journeys to scare away wild animals by throwing the stems into a fire to create a loud explosion.
Wow.
So
I'm
when-
going to try it.
Now she wants to try it. So yeah, so throwing the bamboo into the fire, it creates like a
It
spark.
pops?
I guess that's what
Who would have thunk it?
the Googles is saying. Okay, so around the 9th century, because remember
Alabacia
960,
Dios.
Chinese fabricators began loading bamboo stalks with gunpowder.
Got it. I know it had to do with gunpowder because it causes a boom.
To create the world's first manufactured fireworks.
I love it.
Gunpowder was invented way before that during the Sui and Tang dynasties. So the firework was doing the Song dynasty, song, like
Song.
canto. And gunpowder was doing during the Sui and Tang dynasties.
Got it. I really hope you're pronouncing that right.
Same.
Apologize.
In
Apologize. to this
581 to 907 AD.
Chinese. Antes de Dios. I knew it.
You know that's not real.
No?
You're kidding? I don't know.
I don't know either.
You're lying.
I don't know. Antes de Dios?
Are you? No, that's not what it means.
After Dios?
Sure.
It's after
It's
Dios?
the right timeline.
Oh,
BC, before Christ?
Right.
Is that what you're
Oh,
saying?
before I said
Like,
antes de
it's not
Dios.
unfinished.
I don't know. Couldn't remember. I couldn't remember
stupid.
BC, so
Okay.
here I am saying antes de Dios.
Oh, that was funny. Stupid. Okay, so gunpowder was invented during the Sui and Tang dynasties by accident, while alchemists were searching for a medicine to prolong life.
Oh,
That is how gunpowder was invented.
I wonder how many, human errors
Yeah,
did they have before?
probably
Like,
a lot.
maybe like we shouldn't blow up people.
Yeah, probably a lot.
Well, I guess you have to set fire to them too. So
Sooty. Okay. So the mixture of potassium nitrate, sulfur, and charcoal was a precursor to modern gunpowder and is the ingredient that makes fireworks go boom.
Boom, clap, sound of my heart. Beat goes on and on and on and on and. Right.
Okay. Fireworks were used to celebrate births, weddings, ward off evil spirits,
Perfect.
and accompany festivities.
I love the birth. Like
First is
surprise,
to
you had a baby.
yeah.
Boom.
First was to the natural firework was for scaring away wild animals.
That makes sense.
Then it became for like, okay, let's celebrate birthdays, weddings, war off evil spirits.
I love
Just
it.
throw that in there.
I mean, okay.
Accompany festivities. So according to the legend, Li Tian from Li Yuang in central China's province invented firecrackers and was awarded the title of Ancestor of Firecrackers
Cool.
by the emperor.
I want to be an ancestor or something.
Soon fireworks spread west with Marco Polo
Marco.
bringing
There it is.
bringing the Chinese gunpowder to Europe in the 13th century.
So from 7 to 13. Got it.
Uh-huh. The Italians were the first to produce black powder for fireworks in Europe,
Little racist.
followed by Germany in the 18th century. By the mid 17th century, fireworks were used as entertainment in Europe on a large scale,
Perfect.
especially at resorts and public gardens.
Disney.
Kind of like Disney. Okay, so one of the questions was who brought fireworks to America? Europeans.
Of course they did. Of course they did because
So
when they ravaged the people,
They're immigrants.
Right.
they were so originated in ancient China. Then the Europeans made their way to the Americas
of course they did.
and brought the fireworks with them.
Fine.
It's possible that Captain John Smith,
Or from Pocahontas?
who was saved by Pocahontas,
What a blessing.
according to the legend, set off fireworks in Jamestown in 1608.
He was a pedophile. It's fine. But, like, it's not fine. But he brought fireworks.
Okay.
That's how he got all the little kids. Ew.
Okay, so the first fireworks were used as early as 200 BC.
Wow. We're getting closer. We're in 2024.
And then the tradition of setting off fireworks on the 4th of July
Right.
began in Philadelphia on July 4th, 1777.
Which is after the independence, the Declaration of 1776.
During the first organized celebration of Independence Day.
Hamilton.
Hamilton. Okay, so now I'm going to share some facts about fireworks.
Tell me everything. I
Okay.
need to know.
Not everything, but.
Right.
Okay, so first one. The earliest documentation of fireworks dates back to the 7th century in China. They were invented more than 2,000 years ago.
Right. We're
This
just
is
going
This is how you. We already know that. China is the largest manufacturer and exporter of fireworks in the world.
I love it.
90% of all fireworks originate from there.
Yeah, because I know the mixture.
They know the mixture. In 1240, the Arabs acquired...
It says Arabs. Don't be racist.
It says
Okay.
Arabs.
Okay, just making sure.
The Arabs acquired knowledge of gunpowder. A Syrian named Hassan al-Ramah
Sure.
wrote of fireworks using terms that suggested he derived his knowledge from Chinese sources.
Cool. Thank you. Always tag your sources.
The first recorded fireworks in England were at the wedding of King Henry the Seventh.
Is it the V with the 2? Yeah,
Trying to
7.
figure out what my
Good
Roman
job.
numeral
Good job.
was.
V is 5.
Okay. Dreaming about fireworks means that you like to be the center of attention and are showing off to others. It also symbolizes enthusiasm and exhilaration. So if you ever have a dream that has fireworks in it,
I'm exuding enthusiasm and exhilaration. Got
and
it.
you want to be the center of attention.
I don't. I never dream about fireworks. I dream about Disney fireworks because I want to be there.
Yeah, don't we all?
We do.
Okay. The fireworks were used to accompany many festivities, scare off evil spirits, but also to promote prosperity.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about setting fireworks every
rich.
day. Pop, 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 pop.
Okay, so there is such thing as a chocolate firework.
Excuse me.
Yeah. So the
Does it blow up
largest,
your stomach?
the largest chocolate firework was measuring 3 meters high. 3 m, is that m is meters,
I
right?
assume so. Alex, what is 3 meters in feet?
Yes.
But what is meters to feet?
Okay.
It's 3 meters high and 1.5 meters in diameter, containing 60 kilograms of Swiss Kyler chocolate. 3 meters high.
Meters. What is 3 meters high in feet?
Almost 10 feet.
Okay.
10
That's
feet and
one
1.5 in diameter.
That's a big firework.
So that the firework was released in Zurich in New Year's Eve 2002. That firework, the chocolate firework.
Got it.
Fireworks are not fun for animals.
That
I think that obviously that has to be one of the reasons why there's no firework shows at Animal Kingdom.
Right. No, they're smart.
There's
They
never
don't do
has
it.
been, I think.
Don't do it, girl.
Right?
Yeah, no. They've had projections on the tree, but that's just loud music.
Right, but it's not. There's no fireworks because
That
they're not
makes
fun
sense.
for
Yeah,
animals.
No.
So whenever you're somewhere where there's fireworks, always keep your dogs and cats inside the house.
Right, a little CBD, put on a little thunder jacket. I think they're gonna make sure they're in a quiet, dark place with a lot of sound insulation, so that they're not absolutely freaking out.
Yeah.
Cool. Except Chance, he doesn't care.
No.
He cares?
He's cagándose in my closet.
Oh, well, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Bruce is the one who doesn't care.
Okay, well, good for him. Small but mighty.
That's right. Strong.
Okay. The biggest occasion for fireworks in the UK is Guy Fawkes Night.
Oh, remember the 5th of November, the
Yep.
gunpowder treason.
Yeah.
I don't know the rest.
I don't know that.
You
I
ever
know that
see
it's
V
not-
for Vendetta?
Yes, I saw it, but like there's certain movies that
Right,
I watch
okay,
one
alright.
time and then I won't watch again.
No. We talked about this.
Yeah, I know.
Disrespectful, bro.
So yes, 5th of November, and it's a celebration of the failing of the gunpowder plot on the 5th of November in 1605, an attempt to kill King James I at the Houses of Parliament.
Failed.
The largest firework rocket is 13 kilograms. What is 13 kilograms to?
Pounds.
I don't know.
2 pounds. Like, if you told me
But it I don't
200
know.
pounds, I know what that is. You know, like, how many kilograms?
The
How many
largest
kilograms?
kilogram. It was 13 kilograms and was produced and launched in Portugal in
13 kilograms?
13 kilograms.
in 2010.
28 pounds.
28 pounds. That's a baby.
Yeah,
That's a
but
big baby.
28 pounds.
That's a toddler.
No,
Not your toddler. No.
If it's-
Let's be so real.
not if
my
it's
two.
my toddler.
Not your baby.
Okay, so the word
Wow, 2010. That's the biggest one. The
That's what
rocket.
it
You said.
says. Yeah, the largest firework rocket.
Got it.
So I think it's like the size of the thing. I don't know.
No. Neither.
Okay. Queen Elizabeth was so fascinated with fireworks that she created an honorary title, Fire Master of England, for the individual who created the best fireworks.
Cool.
I
So it's
guess
like a competition.
It's like a competition.
I
So if
love
you can
it.
create the best firework, you get the title.
I wonder if it's still around now that she's gone.
Probably not.
Probably not.
The word firework in Japanese is pronounced hanabi, which actually means fire flower. You would like that. You love flowers.
I do. Imagine a firefly.
Okay. A firework rocket, can reach speeds of 150 miles per hour. However, the shell can reach as high as 200 meters.
Okay.
I think this is a typo, though, because it says meters. Is that another term? Another
you.
metres? Or just meters.
Right.
A sparkler burns at a temperature over 15 times the boiling point of water.
Oh, so we really shouldn't be giving those to children. Like, here, hold this. That is 15 times more boiling water. Matu.
I think it was supposed to be meters.
Meters.
Okay, so can it reach as high as 200 meters? How much is meters in feet again? 200 meters is how many feet? I don't know. I mean, well, we've seen fireworks go off, but
656 feet.
That's high.
656 feet.
That's
That's high.
That's high.
Okay. Okay, so the sparkler burns over 15 times the boiling point of water.
Cool.
3 sparklers burning together generate the same heat as a blowtorch.
And we're still just giving them to kids.
And when your sparklers go out, you're supposed to put them in a bucket of water. And we're just throwing them in la hierba.
and then we step on them. So
Yeah, or just throw them on the floor. That's literally what we do.
yeah, we do.
And then pick them up later.
Okay, I'm gonna rethink giving Matthew some sparklers. That's
Okay.
terrifying.
France uses fireworks to celebrate Bastille Day and celebrate storming the prison of Bastille. The record of the largest firework display
Okay,
consisted of 66,326 fireworks
that's a lot.
and was achieved in Portugal in 2006.
Why did I think that would have been like Dubai or something like that?
I don't know that Dubai is a fan of fireworks. I don't see anything that has
About
to do
Dubai?
with Dubai and fireworks.
Or maybe China itself. Like, why aren't you guys, leaning into this, guys?
Maybe. This is an interesting fact. Okay, so firecrackers.
Right.
Okay, so static electricity in synthetic clothing can set off a firecracker.
What?
Yeah. So what if you put like a little firecracker in your pocket?
and just go running.
Yeah. So people who are making firecrackers wear only cotton clothing while they're making them.
All of us.
Because if it's like anything else, it can
It'll
set,
set
it
them off and set
It
off
can
the
set-
entire warehouse.
Yeah.
Okay, that's garbage. We need to stop doing that.
Okay. Italy was the first country to truly master and experiment with fireworks in Europe.
Okay.
They were the first to use shells of firecrackers to be loaded into cannons and shot into the air.
Okay.
He's
That's
European.
interesting. Of course they are.
Okay.
How many fingers did they lose trying that, huh?
This is why we have to rethink about whether we're going to get fireworks to our children.
Right.
Half of all firework injuries are to children under the age of 16.
That makes sense because they're dumb. Children are dumb,
And the
parents are even
adults,
dumber.
the adults that give it to them are dumb.
Parents are idiots.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna definitely. Matthew's only allowed to play with the little poppers that you throw on the floor.
Uh-huh. As long as he's wearing cotton.
Oh right, no, but that's not a firecracker. It's a little popper though.
Yeah, it's a
little
popper.
rocks put together. Well, I guess it's dangerous as well.
Okay. The biggest annual fireworks display event is in Europe. And it's the International Festival Concert held in Edinburgh, Scotland,
Edinburgh.
in which 1 million fireworks are set off in less than an hour.
Okay, but like, oh my goodness, that's a lot.
You like fireworks? You got to go to Edinburgh and see that around that time.
Is it Edinburgh or Edinburgh?
No.
She's saying Edinburgh.
EDIN.
That way, but it's pronounced Edinburgh.
Whatever.
Edinburgh.
But there's a BUR. It's not BRU.
Edinburgh. Burra.
That's stupid.
I agree.
Okay. At first, fireworks were only orange and white.
Right.
In the Middle Ages, new colors were achieved by adding different salts.
Bath
And the
salts.
hardest color to create is blue.
Wow, because it's the most. I would assume it's the most like non-natural.
I don't know.
Like if you think, what is blue in the world? Like naturally blue. No, not blueberries. They're not. They're like a dark purple.
I don't know. At this point, like, I need to go back and relearn like things.
Like what?
Okay, so the sky is supposed to be blue
It's
because of the
not.
reflection of the water.
Supposedly.
Correct. Some people
But that's
say
like
that.
not naturally blue. Also,
That's
the
what I'm
ocean is not
saying.
naturally blue. Like the ocean floor is not blue, therefore reflecting blue.
But I feel like, okay, so this is only
Eso,
okay,
científica.
so I've seen TikToks of like, let's say if someone redoes
Redecorates,
whatever
remodels.
remodels, redoes, whatever you want to call it, their pools.
Okay.
So
Remodels.
nowadays people can pick different like tiles or linings that have to do for the. Most people put blue because the water and blue in the pool. That's whatever. So there's a lady who recently and she picked like a tan color, like literally like tan.
Right.
When she filled up the pool, the water is blue. The water comes out of the water hose clear. But once the
Maybe this should be a lesson for the next one, because I'm telling you, the water is not blue.
I know the water's not blue, honey, because we look at it and we see it all the time.
The water
and
is clear.
It's clear. But when the pool got
They
filled
get
up,
together.
it's like this color
I understand that.
and the clear water, and then it looks blue. I was just like,
Maybe
there's
that's a good one. That's a good lesson. I
This
don't know what
was
that is.
before they added all the chemicals to make it, like chlorine water or whatever.
Maybe that should be the next lesson. That will be
Maybe.
the next lesson.
So anyway, the hardest color
to
of
achieve
firework
is
is blue.
Well, I get it now. Just add water.
Okay. Sparklers can be used to make funny pictures. We've done this before.
We sure
We've
have.
tried this.
What did we write? We wrote my name.
Yeah.
And then we wrote worship or something like that.
And
No, wishes. We didn't write worship. We wrote wishes.
No, I think we tried doing, like the cross equals heart.
We did that. We did. Did achieve that.
All you need is a dark setting and a sparkler and draw on the camera recording in long exposure.
Yes.
Soph knows because Soph is, photographer or whatever.
I'm not.
Okay. A record-breaking 56,000 firework rockets were launched simultaneously in a spectacular opening to the Plymouth
Okay. That's a good word.
UK Fireworks Championships
Wow. Plymouth is a word.
by a scientist Roy Laurie.
Nice. Roy.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Okay, and this is the last fact that I have about fireworks.
Fire flowers.
A string of firecrackers that went on and on, lasting 22 hours, marked the New Year's Day celebrations in Hong Kong in 1996.
First of all, whose idea was that? Second of all, no.
Uh-huh.
The absolute annoyance of 22 hours of pop, 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 pop. Me reviento el cerebro. Pass me a banana, I'm shooting myself.
Yeah. Okay, so going back to that fact about the colors and how the color blue is the hardest one.
Right.
So I found where there's certain metals that you mix into the salts so that you can create the colors.
Okay.
Okay, so to create red, you need strontium.
Strontium.
I don't know if
I
I'm
don't know who
pronouncing
she
that
is.
right or not.
I don't know who she is.
To make blue is copper.
Copper.
To make purple is copper and strontium because obviously blue and red make purple.
Right. We're going back to kindergarten.
To make silver and white, you mix titanium, aluminum, and magnesium.
Again, it sounds like my supplements.
Stupid. To make orange is calcium.
Nice. A little vitamin C.
Yes.
Emergency.
Yellow, sodium.
I don't know ever.
And green is barium.
You said that twice, like it was gonna make a difference.
I wasn't sure if I'm pronouncing it
You're
right.
saying it right.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
So there's other elements that you can add to create flashier effect. So you
Right.
can add chlorine to strengthen some of the colors,
Nice.
and metal flakes or powders like those made from aluminum, iron, and titanium are usually behind the actual sparkling effect.
Okay, so it makes it like like flashier. So it basically reflects all over each other.
Exactly.
Wow.
Like I said, blue is one of the hardest colors to create. So then
Right.
generally it says, the hotter the firework, the brighter the metal glows. Most of the elements used can stand up to the high temperatures, like strontium chloride, which does just up to 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's hot. It's hot.
Copper chloride, on the other hand, starts to break down at about 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Still hot.
So according to this article, it says that they're still trying to figure out how to get this metal hot enough so that it will appear like really blue
Right.
without breaking down.
Disney figured it out, especially in the Moana section.
It also says here, the blue color of the sky doesn't help either.
Brother. Okay, this is gonna be the lesson for next time, guy.
I'm going to write it down right now.
We're gonna write that down right now.
Okay, so remember when I told you about the largest chocolate firework?
Yes.
Okay, so they didn't know that there was such thing, and there's a world record of it. So Nestle
Chocolate.
built the yummy firework in 2002.
Okay, but here's my question: is this shooting out chocolate?
Listen, a New Year's Eve launch in Zurich sent over 130 pounds of chocolate out to the crowd when it exploded.
How painful! If you're like not paying attention or wearing a hat,
So it explodes and it like shoots out fireworks.
First of all, if you're
chocolate
this close,
and it's 130 pounds of chocolate.
te revientan. Listen, okay. Listen. You also have to understand gravity. Like a little baby piece of chocolate coming down, it's gonna pelt you in the head.
Yep.
I hope they told everybody wear hard hats.
Yep.
That
So-
sucks.
I found another about the largest firework display.
Right.
I had said it was like 66,000 something.
Yes,
Okay,
a
so this
lot.
one's bigger.
Oh, what?
Okay, so the largest fireworks display had over 800,000 fireworks.
It's too much.
So on January 1st, 2016, Iglesia Ni Cristo, or the Church of Christ, put on this show in the Philippines.
Of course they did.
And
God, they love God.
it started at midnight, and the 810,904 fireworks lasted over an hour.
See, that's again.
It's like a whole over an hour just fireworks pop, 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 pop.
First of all, the headache after that. Also, they love God so much. Because over 800,000 fireworks. They said we're getting close to God or what?
Yep.
Wow.
So most of
Go
the stuff,
Philippines.
Fireworks originated with the bamboo into the fire.
Right. I'm going to try.
But now it's basically of a bunch of different elements and different like it's basically using chemistry to
Que
make fireworks.
lindo. Yeah, I figured that.
So the campfire like crackle comes from small granules of bismuth compounds. I don't know what that is.
Is that in the wood?
Yeah, maybe. The whistles, you know how the whistle sounds?
Yeah.
Usually come from organic compounds mixed with oxidizers.
Got it.
So as they burn, they create a small explosions. To grossly simplify the explanation, they change the sound wave that leaves the tube by creating a standing wave inside it.
Got it.
It creates like the whatever.
Dubido. Okay. So,
Yeah.
got it.
So when the mixture burns, more space is created,
Interesting.
which allows the sound wave to lengthen and cause the iconic ascending whistles.
I love it.
Yep.
No, you can't whistle.
And this article also gives you, I guess, ways on how to step up your firework game.
Chill out. I'm terrified with sparklers now. I'm not gonna create a firework,
Yeah.
guys. I like my fingers. I'm gonna keep them intact.
I pay too much money for my nails.
Quite literally, she does. I don't. But I want to keep my fingers intact. I'm not gonna try and figure that out. Wow.
So that was the lesson on fireworks.
I love it. Now, every time I see them at Disney, I'm just gonna have a deeper appreciation as to how many chemicals and how much they went into creating the colors, and I'm assuming the shapes, and I'm assuming the sounds, and oh my God, it's gonna be too much.
I'm gonna look for the blue ones.
I'm gonna look for the blue ones. Be like,
Yeah,
you know
we're
how
all
hard
gonna
that
be
was?
like, where are the blue ones?
Wow, impressive.
Yeah.
Every time they come up, like, wow, que lindo.
Well, I know that. Remember, I think it's for Pride Month that they do like the rainbow ones. So
Do
they're
they really?
blue there somewhere. I think around.
But here's the thing: I feel like I see
Are they
blue all the time.
flares?
I don't know.
'Cause remember I think they have like flares too.
I know that they
yeah.
have flares for like the villain section,
That's
like
what
the
I'm
red one.
thinking.
Dun, 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 whatever.
We'd have to go to Disney and,
So I guess we're gonna have to
and find out.
research coming to you.
We need to plan a trip to Disney, to Magic Kingdom
I
specifically.
guess. Anyway, thank you so much for that lesson. I loved
You're
it.
just so welcome.
I'm so impressed by fireworks and your teaching.
Thanks.
So thank you so much. Guys, that was it for the lesson for today.
I hope everyone enjoyed it and learned something new. It was
Especially the women.
two two interesting topics.
Right. Two interesting topics that, in case you didn't know, this is what you should know.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for following us. Be sure to like, subscribe, and put the little bell notification boop, boop, to keep tabs on us. Pretty
Yes.
much.
And if you're listening to us, thank you so much for listening. Give us 5 stars and 5 stars only, or Mateo's coming after you.
Vicious.
And we appreciate all of our listeners.
Thank
but
you very
also go
much.
watch us on YouTube.
Exactly. Thank you so much, you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.